Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of NFL Election. The goal for each team is to get the most electoral votes, which are the same as points. The top 4 teams with the most electoral votes will advance to the next round. Let's start with the example spinner, which will not count for any points. Since the Patriots got landed on, they would take the state of Alaska, but since it's just an example spinner, they don't get any actual points. Before we start, make sure to comment down your favorite team and who you think is going to win this round. The first state we're going to spin for is Alaska, which has 3 electoral votes, so the winner of this will be getting Alaska's 3 electoral votes, and the Browns will win the state of Alaska. The Browns probably wish they had those 3 points last round since they were behind the Steelers by 2 points at the end of the game. We spin to Hawaii, and the Buffalo Bills will be winning the state of Hawaii. The Bills were not a top team last round. They got 3rd place behind the Eagles and the Patriots. Washington is up next, and that was close. The Steelers will be winning the state of Washington. The Steelers actually won their match last round and were the only winner not to win the state of California. We spin for Oregon, and the Patriots, who won their match, will win the state of Oregon. We have had a different winner each time we spun. Can this continue with California? And it won't, as the Patriots will win California 2 times in a row. That win right there basically put the Patriots into the next round. But can they win Nevada? No, they will not. The Steelers will win the state of Nevada. The Steelers get the second state on the board. They're trying to catch up to the Patriots, who have a huge lead. We spin for Idaho, and the Patriots will win the state of Idaho. That's their 3rd state on the board already. They're making huge progress. But can they win Utah? No, that will be the Eagles, who finally get on the board after so many states have passed, but at least they're not the Dolphins, the Packers, or the Lions, who haven't gotten any, but the Lions will never mind. The Steelers will win the state of Montana. Not gonna lie, the Lions actually had me believing that they were gonna win that state, but they didn't, and now we spin for Wyoming, which the Browns will win. The Browns haven't gotten a state since Alaska, but both of the states haven't been big states. They've been the smallest ones that we've spun for. 2 teams have yet to win a state, and the Eagles will win the state of Arizona. The Eagles finished 2nd in their first round and are looking to get revenge on the Patriots, but that's not really looking very well. Can they win Colorado? They won't. The Bills will win the state of Colorado and get 10 electoral votes. That is a lot for them. Currently, the Patriots have a 44-point lead, and New Mexico won't help anybody's case, but it will go to the Eagles. The Eagles overtake the Steelers, but are second to the Patriots. I wonder where we've seen this before. The Steelers could catch up if they win North Dakota, but they won't, and it'll actually be the Eagles who are keeping their lead over the Steelers by winning North Dakota. We spin for South Dakota, and the Steelers will win it. The Steelers will get those 3 electoral votes that they needed. The Eagles still hold a 1-point lead over the Steelers, and the Bills will win Nebraska at large. The Bills now have 16 points and are in 4th place. We go to the first out of the 3 Nebraskan districts, and the Eagles will win the first one. Each one of these 3 districts is only 1 point, which isn't much, but it helps the Eagles keep their lead over the Steelers. The second district will go to the Browns. The Browns will be getting their first point since the state of Wyoming, which is better than the Packers and Lions and the Dolphins, who haven't gotten any yet. And the Bills will win the 3rd Nebraskan district. If any of the bottom 4 teams want to get into the top 4, they're going to have to pass the Bills, so the Bills know that they need to step it up. Can they win Kansas? They will not. Instead, the Eagles will win the state of Kansas, getting 6 electoral votes. Now they have 32 votes. Can Oklahoma get them more? No, the Packers will get their first state. They will win Oklahoma and now get on the board. Who will win Texas? Texas is 40 votes. Whoever wins this state will be put into 2nd place. And the Patriots, forget about the 2nd place thing. The Patriots extend their lead in 1st place. Now they have over 100 points. We move to the Vikings' home state of Minnesota, and the Dolphins will win that state. The Dolphins had yet to win any state, but now that all changes as they've won Minnesota. Iowa is up next on the spinner, and the Eagles will win Iowa. So now they get 6 more electoral votes, which won't even matter. I don't even know if they can beat the Patriots with the way things are going. Missouri, my home state, will be spun for, and the Dolphins will win Missouri. So they will be getting 2 10-point states. Now they're in 20th. I'm pretty sure they're in the top 4 now. So that's a huge jump for them. But the Bills pass them right back again by winning the state of Arkansas. Now they take the lead back over the Dolphins, and they're in the top 4. We're starting to see a huge battle between a bunch of teams competing for the top 4, and the Lions will get their first state on the board. It took them all the way to Louisiana. So recently I've gotten a lot of comments talking about how the home team should have an advantage. So I will make 2 entries for each team when it's their home states. The Green Bay Packers and Wisconsin, they'll have 2 entries in Wisconsin, so we'll spin. And it won't land on the Green Bay Packers, so the Patriots will take... Ooh, that was close. They'll take the Green Bay Packers home state and get those 10 electoral votes. Illinois is a huge state. It would be the state of the Bears if they didn't make it, but they're eliminated, so they get no entries. And the Patriots will win that state. And they will... Wow, that is huge for them. They got 135 points now. Can they win Kentucky? Ooh, another close one, but that will go to the Dolphins. The Dolphins will win Kentucky. So they'll have 28 votes now. I think that puts them in the top 4 now. It looks like the Eagles will be winning Tennessee. I think for them it would be good if they just got over 100 points, but we don't really know what they're going to do. Mississippi is up next, and the Lions will win Mississippi. So the Lions now have 2 states on the board, which are funny enough, both right next to each other. Can they win their home state of Michigan? They got 2 entries in Michigan, and they won't. Instead, it'll be the Packers, one of their rivals, taking their own state of Michigan. Wow. I can't believe the Lions just let that slide, man. Indiana's up next, the home state of the Colts, but they're not in this video. The Lions will finally win that. I guess all the Michigan voters went down south. And Ohio is up next, so that's the home state of the Browns, so they'll have 2 entries in there. And the Browns will win, maybe? Oh, the Miami Dolphins barely take it from the Browns, and they'll win Ohio. That was huge for the Dolphins, and I don't even know how they pulled that off. And they'll win Alabama, too, giving them 9 more. I think they might have even passed the Eagles. They have now. Now they move into second. Maine is up next at large. The only main spin that actually has more than 1 vote, that will be going to the Steelers. So the Steelers, that's not much, but I think that does put them over the Lions and I think into the top 4. So now they hold 4th place. And the Browns will finally get something since I don't even know how long it's been. They really have needed to get some points. They only have 8. Wow. They need to win some of these, even if they're smaller gains. And the Eagles win another spin on the 2nd District of Maine. They'll be getting another point. Currently, every single team except for the Browns is above 20 points. The Browns only have 8. Can they change that in New Hampshire? Almost, but no, that will be going to the Dolphins, who will win New Hampshire. Even though that is only 4 points, the Dolphins know that the Eagles are trying to catch up to them. Can they win another one in Vermont and go 2 in a row? No, that will be the Patriots, who are already having a huge lead. They will get 3 more points in Vermont. Now, who will get Massachusetts? The Patriots have 2 entries in Massachusetts because that is their home state in Boston, but it will be the Oh, that was close. That was close, man. I don't even know if I can get any closer. I think that might even be on the Dolphins, but I have no idea. It says the Eagles, so we're going to go with the Eagles, but Rhode Island is up next. And the Packers get 4 electoral votes from Rhode Island. Now we go to Connecticut, which has 7 electoral votes. And it will be the Lions. The Lions really need that one because they only have 25 points right now. They could double that, though, if they win the state of New York. The Bills have 2 entries in New York, but they won't be getting it. Instead, it'll be the Eagles. That helps the Eagles' chances of getting 100 votes so much. I think now they only need 11 more. New Jersey is next. If the Eagles win this one, and they almost do, they would have had 100 points, but instead the Dolphins will win New Jersey, and now they could be getting 100 points, depending on how well they do. Pennsylvania is next. If the Eagles, since this is their home state, they could win it, but it's also the Steelers, but none of them will get it. The Patriots will expand their lead. Oh my gosh, they are on a roll. I think that might even be, that's 157 points. That is the record out of all the teams. I don't know how possible it is for them to get 270, but I think they will get really close depending on how well they do here. The Packers get Delaware. This only puts the Packers 3 points behind fourth place, being the Lions with 32 points. The Bills will get 10 points. This might put them into fourth place, and this will, by 1 point. The Bills now are in fourth place, but the Lions can catch up if they win D.C., but they won't. Instead, the Patriots will win the Capitol for the second time in a row. They also won it in the first round of the East video. West Virginia is up next, and the Steelers will win West Virginia, only giving them 4 points, but they're really going to need it because right now, the Bills have 33 points. They could pass the Bills if they win Virginia, but they don't. The Eagles will win Virginia, and this could get them to 100 points. And it does. The Eagles now have 102 points, and they could go for more, and they do. North Carolina is won by the Eagles. That gives them 118 points. Wow. South Carolina is up next. And the Dolphins will win South Carolina. That will be huge for the Dolphins. I think right now they're locked in. And they are. The Dolphins are officially on to the next round. And I think the same thing goes for the Eagles. But the Bills will win Georgia, who are in fourth place, making it extremely hard for a lot of teams to catch up to them. The Browns cannot catch up to them. The Eagles and Patriots are in it. The Dolphins are in it to the next round. It's just the Bills, Steelers, Packers, and the Lions who all can advance. 4 teams fighting for one spot. If the Bills, Dolphins, Eagles, Patriots, or Browns win it, the Bills advance. If anyone else wins it, they advance. And it's the Bills winning their own state that they needed to win to advance. They didn't really need to win it, but they won it. They needed to make sure that the other teams did not win it. And so the Browns are in last, the Packers second to last, Steelers third last, Lions fourth last. They all don't advance. Everyone else, congratulations. You're on to the final round of NFL election. Well, that concludes today's episode of NFL Election. The Patriots, Eagles, Dolphins, Bills, Lions, Steelers, Packers, Browns finished in that order. And the top 4 did advance. Patriots have 106 points. Browns have 0 points. Patriots, the winner, winning California. Shocker. Browns have actually a tie between Wyoming and Alaska, which only offer 3 points. That is the reason why they have a negative 152-point differential. That is insane. So the top 4 advance and the bottom 4 don't. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to watch the other ones that I've created. The next video will be the West and South advanced teams, and then after that will be the final video. Bye.